Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it, about it. Your girl said he broke her heart. Your boy said she didn't love him from the start. It was never meant to be. You ask me how I know, cause everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it, about it. See, these streets got the hottest gossip that everybody wants to know. The hottest cars, the movie stars, or getting paid every other Friday.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Everybody's Talking About It. This is episode 8 of season 6. It's going down where we're going to talk about on-the-job friendships and relationships. I am one of those people that is totally against them, but and I'll tell you my reasons why in a second. But first and foremost, we're going to introduce everybody at the table. Charlie is here. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, my nigga?
Oh, Jesus.
Jordan.
Ray, what's going on?
Hey guys.
Ow. What's up, Vic?
You already know.
I already know. Trey, no, what's up, Wayne?
Do we know?
Anywho,
What's going on? Wait for a dramatic effect. What's going on, my guy?
I'm good. I'm
What's
good.
going on?
This episode is really a good one because I feel like I'm against it just because of my job, what I do.
Yeah, you do.
As human resources, so it's kind of hard to mix business with pleasure sometimes because people give people an inch, they run them out. I've been there all the time where people have said, "Oh, can you hook my brother up with a job? Can you do this? Can you do that? I need to call off. I need to do this. I need that." And they kind of want you to go against your job. So that's why it's hard for me to build honest friendships and relationships on the job. But some people really have made good friends. Like my mom have met a lot of her longtime friends on jobs. What about y'all?
I think when you're in a position of power, you can't really cross that line. Like, if you're a supervisor or a director or a manager, like, you cannot, let me say I would not, like, try to build a friendship with the people that I'm supervising. Like, we cool, but we not, like, cool. Like, I've been invited out to, like, happy hours and stuff, and I just, always decline.
What if there's another person in power that you have this?
Maybe, because
But
there's
too.
other managers, like, same level, like, laterally. So I think it's like four or five of us. So, like, if I was invited, I would probably engage in that, but not somebody that I'm supervising.
Yeah, that's hard. It really is. It gets sticky.
Yeah. I work for DHS, and I think it's weird when, like a parent. So I work in visitation, right? So when a parent, like a guy or somebody, comes in and he's visiting his child, and he'll try to like talk to me. But that's weird on different ends because why they take your kid? This is the bigger issue. Why they take your child away and you trying to come at me? See, this is the problem.
And get more pussy and then I get knocked up and you gonna have my ass.
I'm like, hold on, what is going on? So no, yeah, that's weird. But I'm not with it either. I don't really like dealing with people on the job. It gets weird. It gets clingy. But what I do like the feeling of having a reason to come to work every day. That's the other thing.
Now I do like having work
that.
relationships,
Yeah,
but I don't mind work
I've done that.
relationships, but as long as they stay on the job.
Yeah.
Like I don't need you to have my number. I don't need you to know what I do on the outside of the job. Like if we can, I mean, not saying you can't have my number, but I'm saying as far as texting me on the weekends, what you up to? You want to go out?
So like your work bag.
Yeah, like a work friend. Yeah, like I'm gonna have friends at work.
I had a work friend that was my favorite coworker. We don't work together, but I feel like I could work with him anywhere. And we did not everything together, but like I worked in
Everything?
not everything. Don't try it. So like I would wake up late for work, put the clients in the car, and come and get me, clock me in type of friend. Like we were.
Oh, y'all was
we was going to the dentist appointment. We was going to haircut appointments on the clock at work. Like taking turns falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like that was my ace boom coon for work. Like it happens when you can trust somebody like that.
Yeah.
So how I view it, now I know what you get as far as different roles and level, like you're HR, so I get that. But I look at it like school. Like the same way you in school, you build those friendships. They may not be your neighborhood friends because they different schools. Like I look at that like that. So it be friends that like in school, you can't wait to go see. Oh, I can't wait to go see my homie. We gonna hang out. and it be something like that with work from time to time. You can go to school with a lot of people, but
Yeah.
it's like a select few that, these my homies.
Yeah.
Like at work, I got a couple people, give a fuck about y'all, like, I don't like small talk. But I got other people, oh, yeah, like, what's up?
Only
Yeah.
at work.
Huh?
Only at work. Like, they cool at work, or do y'all hang out outside of work?
We
Like,
hang
with your
out
friends?
outside of work, but it ain't like once we
no.
clock out, but it may, y'all having a cookout. All right, cool, I'm gonna pull up.
Right.
Y'all having
Something
something
like
else,
that.
yeah, I'll pull up. But it's not like like
Now,
my
it-
actual
Now
homie.
I have done that in the past, but like again, that's when I worked a different like position at that time. Now, like I said, I kind of like try to be consistent because if you're not in my position, then it's a little bit different. That can go a little, people get the wrong idea and start whispering and shit like that around the job. And I'm really not that type of person because I would rather just keep the distance in here now before I would like have to defend myself later.
Also, with work relationships, when you build those type of things, after you realize, if you lose it, like I have a lot of work friends. I used to have a lot of work friends, and then when I started working there, the conversation changed, the contact changed. It was like, because we don't have nothing in common anymore. Like, so y'all talk about the job, I don't work there anymore. I ain't got input. Y'all talk about people I don't know. So it kind of fades out.
That's what I experienced. Like even
I faced that out,
we worked
like-
together before.
Yeah.
And our relationship stayed the same just because we were friends outside of the job already. But
Right.
there would be people that we were close to at that job that once I left, I stopped talking to just because I wasn't working there no more.
And same
It
for
just
me.
wasn't nothing personal, but it just I wasn't working there, and we wasn't that close outside of the job for me to get there.
Well, I'm that girl that dates people at work.
No, I don't.
I haven't dated anybody at this
I
job.
wanna try.
But
Date,
like,
date or fuck?
my
Now I fucked
boyfriend,
somebody at
my
the job. Not my
ex,
job now.
we
but
met
before.
at work. Like, we met at work, different departments though. But we wound up dating for like, we was together for like years, like a couple of years, like 3 years, then we broke up for about a year, then we got back together for another year, then we broke up. But I met him at work. I met another boyfriend. No, I'm lying. I met him
Don't do
at
it.
school. No, the second person I met him at school, and he got me the job where he worked at. So it was 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, I have fucked somebody I worked with before, like, but that was way before this job. Now I really wouldn't do it now, but
Yeah.
But I
You got a
also,
lot on the line at this job.
yeah.
I also
Yeah.
get the type of relation. Every job I went to that I worked, I've always gotten a work mom.
Okay, I do that.
Always gotten a work mom. If
Are
I'm
you the
hungry,
work
they feed
No, I'm
me.
not.
They feed me. I'm low key spoiled. I always find.
I had to work my own.
I low key get a work mom. I do low key.
I had to work.
And I don't, it's not something I'm asked for. They just start, and I just be like, well, all right, what you want?
They be
Okay.
bringing
Usually like the older
You want
women
to
at
try
my
this
job.
food? All right, not a problem. I'm gonna try it because I'm hungry.
Yeah, they would.
I call them the golden girls at my job. They my work.
The
hands.
Golden Girls.
It's this group of older women, but they so cute and they just so decent and thorough, and they like my work moms. They give me like a lot of great advice. and
They're
stuff.
called
Yeah.
work moms.
But they so cute.
The
But
way
I
you
know
Well,
did that,
you might got something else. I'm talking about what I get.
That's what I just about to say. That's what I'm
Non-sexual.
I've witnessed
He
other
give me the
people
vibe that he
freaking
fucks
at
the
work
old women
and all
that he
that
worked
stuff.
with.
He the young boy. My young boy.
Yeah.
Just slinging, taking them wrinkled Gucci's.
They ain't wrinkled.
Ew.
What are they
They
then?
wrinkled.
Shoot
Not
up.
They gonna clock him, man. They gonna cover him.
They
and
not
everything.
wrinkled. The walls be
So let me
worn.
ask you this, Dwayne. Would you
Be
fuck
layers
with-
of
would you-
walls.
So say you brought this woman home from the job, you took her out for a little happy hour
Whoa,
afterwards.
took him out.
Yeah, you took him out for a
Whoa,
little happy hour.
whoa, he said
Listen,
pause.
when these little old happies after work, you done
Pause.
took her out to happy hour, you done took her home, and then when she took her clothes off, she had a depend on. Would you still fuck with her?
I would have seen that from the rip. I'm not going that old. See, you're going old where I'm looking at the black women that
Diaper butt.
black
No,
don't
it could be a
crack.
50-year-old woman that wear a depend.
But
She could.
I'm looking at that from the rip. I'm looking and visualizing I can do something with it. If I see a little pouch or a little pad in the back that shouldn't be there,
Look,
like I'm
look.
looking. I'm an ass watcher. I'll look at some ass and be like, I can do something with that. Or what's
You
that?
can't
I
do
don't
that
like
with a vagina and a depend?
No, that's ridiculous. Because that means you had no control over what's going on.
They can depend
I
on
I
another
don't want to worry
dick.
if
She
it's
can
squirt
depend on
or
another
pig.
dick.
I don't want to worry about that.
That's
What are you doing? That's ridiculous.
Like, I don't want to worry about that.
That's absurd, huh?
Because you have no control. If you wear the band, you have no control.
Not you see her pussy
Gonna
loose.
squirt all over it.
It's just.
Or
That
shit. You wear the
That's
pants
not
when you
okay.
can't hold your shit too. Like
Yeah,
it's
like,
not
Oh.
So you don't want to
Shitty
poop in your
kitty.
beard.
So you went
So you
way,
went
you
fucking
went
with
way
the pants
left.
back
Shitty
on?
kitty.
Huh?
You went fucker to tell her to put a pin back
No,
on
but
after
this dick
it's over?
want to do something and like I don't need that extra work. Like I don't need that.
Wow.
Who want to deal with all
Yeah,
that?
you know what?
Y'all heard what he said?
No, what I'm saying, who want to deal with all that? If I know that's going in, you can't control yourself. It's not me. It's not my problem. It's above me.
Start
Talk
talking.
that
So,
shit,
let me
like,
ask you this.
Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing this. I'm not a
let me ask you
CNA.
this.
I'm not a CNA.
Let me ask you a question. If your boss came on to you, would you fuck your boss?
Ooh.
Now, I've had that happen
My
before.
boss
I've
told me
done
shit, so
it.
no.
Ooh.
It's a turn on.
Yeah.
My
He's
boss
like, if
told me
somebody-
shit.
I got a raise out of that.
And
Now,
it
raise
I
that
was
turned,
it,
and
but I
I
was
turned
with-
into a relationship, so I wouldn't
Wait,
say
it's a
it was a
relationship.
fuck, but it was good.
I was getting good hours.
If my
That's what
boss
I
was
leave out.
attractive and like around my
Yeah.
age or like
I'm
in his
getting good
50s,
hours.
yeah.
None of my bosses
You
have
get an extra discount.
Wait till we talk about flirting. I'm telling you about that.
Cause it was this, it's a senior manager at my job, and like he was flirting when I first started, but like during conversation, he was saying something about his kids was like coming home from college or something. I'm like, oh, never mind. Like I don't.
Oh, I have those moments too.
And I think he married, so.
But what's the problem?
But if he was, no, I'm not fucking a married man.
But that's happening a lot though. I see it happening.
If
in my
he
own job.
wasn't
I'd be like,
married, then I would definitely.
What if you don't know he married?
Then you
Yeah, I would
don't
have
know.
definitely.
You don't know.
Like,
What you don't know, you don't know.
Fuck him.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You would've got that.
He's a married fuckboy. Like,
yeah, clearly.
Well, I mean, like when it comes down to that, like I just think it's just better to be careful with that kind of shit.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
right.
never know. Like, would you? So what if they started
Yeah,
fucking? So what if you was fucking the same set boss, but you found out they was fucking one of your coworkers
That's
too?
happened before.
I
too.
think he's fucking one of my coworkers. Like, and that's why in my mind I be like, yo, I'm glad. Like, because she always at his door, like,
Mm-hmm.
and like she's like almost the last one to leave, and he's almost the last one
Like,
to
I
leave.
had
And
one
I
she
think
done.
it's like,
She be
they-
looking
Or-
for him and shit. Like girls
Schedule
come at me
it
like, you
that
say
way,
such
like-
and such. I be like,
Or maybe she saw that you
Girl,
was
he has
like you had eyes for you, and she was trying to scoop in and
She
be
trying to
more
block.
nicer.
She trying
And,
to block.
you know what I mean? It may
So
not
what's
be
all
that.
the telltale? What's the tall tale signs that y'all see that of somebody fucking with each other on the job? What's the dead giveaway?
they go to lunch together. Like,
Oh,
They always
random
try to
food
figure out
comments.
always in your
ordering
office.
together. Yeah.
But
Why
it's
y'all be
quiet
on- why
though.
y'all
They
in
do
your
it at
office?
quiet times. I'm one of them coworkers that I move around. So
You see them lead together.
I come in.
That'd be the
I'm
one.
going into the break room. They walking out together. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's the conversation.
It's the conversation.
It's these meetings. It's these.
So now
Flirtation,
I
you
don't
get
want to
into
say.
those
I don't want to
different
say
episodes.
too much.
Me and Vicky experienced
I wanna
something
know.
today.
I can't say too much. It's not about me, but this is about some of my employees. Because I have a couple of employees who started dating. And here's the thing, because it gets back to me. Because people be talking about it. But it's so funny. I have people coming up to people, like chin checking people. Like, don't say something, don't say nothing to her no more. Like, you can't speak to her. And then this other girl,
Excuse me?
it's a girl with a guy that said, so what's so funny? She walked up and interrupted the guy laughing with the girl. She was just
Oh,
like,
it's
what's so funny? I want to
personal.
laugh too. And they were just laughing about
That's
like on the
Oh, the
job
dick
stuff.
must have
Very
been good.
She said, what's so funny? I want to laugh. But that's his coworker, so he can't laugh with his coworker.
That's right.
That dick must have been good. Because ain't no way I
I've
could be
seen that
embarrassing
happen at
myself
work.
like that.
Yes, I've seen that at work.
Like,
I don't
bitch,
even
it's
think
not
it's
that
that.
serious. It's not that fucking serious for me
It's,
to
it
be
be some people that want
don't
to be
be
a part
laughing,
of
like, what?
what's going on too.
True.
It definitely be
It's
people like, well, I want to
embarrassing.
know. Like, I want to be a part of
I
it.
don't
What
hear
you talking
enough.
about? They be extra.
No,
You know what I
that's how
did?
I found out when they started like calling people out, like people meeting each other in the parking lot, like oh, I saw that you had tapped her on the shoulder. I don't want you to tap her on the shoulder no more.
What?
That's-
How
You find out
everything
everything.
you
That's
want
wait,
to
wait.
do?
micromanaging. Like that's.
You find out
I-
everything when they hang out at like the happy hours and shit. That's
That's
when
a
that's when it
five-stage
all
finger
come
right
out
there.
though. At the happy
Oh,
hours.
man, I went to a couple of
after
happy
Office
hours,
yeah.
and this girl,
You
she
find
was
out.
shooting her mouth off so bad. She was like, and he got a fucking little ass dick.
Oh.
And we was like, well,
Okay.
guess we
How'd
ended
you
those
know?
bitches. We was just like,
Sorry.
we already all suspected it. But she had got drunk, and we was like, yeah, well, we know.
She was crying over that little ass dick. So.
Yeah.
Ain't
Rough.
no wow.
Well, I don't know. It might be little because here's the problem. Because that's the one thing when you got good dick, a woman will never say that your
You
dick
never
was
say
trash
that.
or it was little. That's the last thing she'll bring up.
What's
Ain't
my
shit
coworker?
ass nigga,
Trash.
bitch ass
She'll
nigga.
say she'll call your baby mama ugly, your grandmama got buck tooth, your mom
So
wear a
that's
wig,
what
all
I
that
think was
shit
trash.
before she call your dick
No,
trash.
so I feel like that's the opposite. I feel that they won't say nothing if that's the case. If they have if they really like it or if something's good, they're going to hoot and holler. If it's something that they can, I don't care. Like it's fine. So I think
That's a
it's the
mature
opposite.
one.
No.
It could
Yeah.
be. Because if you shouldn't be hooting and hollering if it's I ain't shit, right? I ain't got nothing. So why you acting like this? Why you being extra?
Why she acting like
But that's the main
Don't lie to
reason
yourself.
why I said that I wouldn't want to mess with nobody at my job, because all that stuff, people's emotions affect the job. And it's like that carries over to that. And that's the same thing even with friendships. Like if you do something one day, all of a sudden everybody at the job treat you differently and shit like that because it's some shit you done started on
That's
the job.
weird.
That's so weird. That's why I stopped doing that.
How about this? The opposite of it. I've had work girlfriends, like, we real cool at work. They get in arguments saying who you working with because they hear me in the background when we busting it up because my voice is deep. And the worst thing they say, they be like, oh, Charlie ain't gay, that nigga ain't really gay. Like, I get that a lot. So it's like, they get in arguments like, no, that nigga ain't gay, stop talking to him. And you should be like,
Is it because are you flirtatious? Are you flirting with them?
That's another episode.
that's another episode.
Damn.
Yes.
Man,
That's another episode.
Because why are they saying that?
it's so funny. Yo, it's so crazy. I'm trying to think of. It's so funny because I'm so opposite at work. That is because I am a naturally flirty person too. But it's like soon as I cross that threshold,
Yep.
I'm like literally
Business.
a total different person.
So am I.
That's why I don't like working with my friends, because I said that I don't want nobody to experience that.
We did good though together.
No, but I'm talking about now.
No,
like
okay.
now it's a little bit different. Like then, because even then when we was working together, I was real playful. You know, you young, you really not settling into yourself. But then now it's kind of like, oh yeah, because I got it.
You can't
Well,
flex
well,
on the
mine-
kind of job that you have. Like you gotta put your foot down. Like it's
Yeah,
an
that's the
authoritative
hard part.
type.
For a long
of
time, my boss
position.
was my
Because that's the hard part. Because sometimes I do stand. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had those moments
My
where I
boss
do
was my
stand on the
pastor,
sideline
yeah.
and wish that I could be a
Crazy.
part of certain things. Because I do see people laughing, having a good time, and I be sitting there like,
All right,
I
so
don't know if I
I'll
could
say
do
this.
that.
I'll say this. Because I'm a parent, I feel like the job that you have, you could still be playful, be yourself, but put that authoritative foot down where they respect you, like I do as a parent.
You know what the problem is? The climate that we're living in now. It's like that's why I say that. Like we had, like for instance, some things happen.
Me Too
where,
movement.
Yeah, where some people.
Well, I'm not saying that level.
Where
I'm saying being
they-
more
No, not
friendly
even just
with
that.
your.
I'm saying like, cause I hear people that cause I got people that drop the M-bomb all the time on the job.
I mean,
and
wait, the
other
what?
people, the M-bomb, like
M
black people.
or
N.
And
N-word.
But they
I
black
get
people
that.
saying it to each other. But the problem is we got other white people there that are overhearing it and they're offended by it. So they'll come in like,
Of course
oh,
they are.
these guys are dropping the M-bomb all the time. They're just saying it. And it's like, oh God, like, and I'm guilty of it because if I'm playing with them, I've said it. You know, like, oh, you better be at work tomorrow early on time, nigga. Something like that. But it's like, I can't do it because if somebody hear me do it, we then have a problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's always
It's a thin line.
I don't even
It's
talk
always
like
that
that
thin
at
line.
work. Like I feel like at work, like you just got.
But I work in an
That's
informal,
the vibe.
so I work in an informal workplace. That's why, where everybody not always on their P's and Q's. You know what I mean? So you don't, and they do. It's like you don't really have to walk around calling people Mister or Sir. You know, I don't even get dressed up for work no more. Thank God. So yeah,
Wish I had the privilege.
it's just different. Oh yeah, I tell on one hand I miss getting dressed up for work because you had like a solid uniform basically.
Yeah.
All you need is a pair of blue pants, tan pants, black pants, brown pants, and you just mix it up. But nowadays, it's like you gotta fucking let it fly.
So I was saying that my boss was my pastor at one point, and it was so awkward at work because
Oh my God, I couldn't.
it was always heavy. Like I always felt weird, like even going to her. Like and then it's like I show up on Sunday, and it was just awkward. I couldn't do.
Too
I felt like
How
I
did
couldn't do
that happen?
anything.
Was it your pastor first?
So she
or
was
your
my boss
first?
first.
Oh,
And she invited me to a church, but then it was like really nice or whatever. But so I went back,
Okay,
and then
okay.
I was like, how I got myself in this situation? Because I felt like she was watching me. Now she on my social media, all
See?
on my page, and child, I felt like she was preaching to me every Sunday about what I was posting on.
That's why you
She
don't accept
was.
that follow. Or
Yeah,
that
now
like.
that's how I am. So
What?
I do got some people following me on social media. That's why I try to limit what I post to.
Child.
Because not employees wise, but I actually have some upper management people following me.
See,
so
and
what
that's
kinda
why I
kills
don't
me.
have the relationship thing
I don't be
because
giving a
I'm
shit.
not monitoring what I
Stay
do
the
to
same.
appease somebody else. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
for
what
my
I really
thing is
don't.
too, I
This is
also
where I'm
have
at.
I have a public page. So regardless of the fact they gonna find me.
Yeah.
So that was
Oh,
the
you
hard
mean
part.
public.
Yeah, my page is public, mainly because of the show. Two, because of like I don't really post the kind of shit that's like incriminating or nothing. Like I don't never really like look at stuff and be like, oh, I need, like, I don't really post anything that would need to be private, shall I say. So that's the reason why I got a public page.
The most you get is profanity, may drop an N-word here too, but I got mine public too, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't do the most, like, I'm not gonna be smoking, like, people that do stuff and they be smoking weed, like, you get drug tested, like, why would you put this on your page?
That's
Like, I had to talk to somebody before,
Yeah.
I don't even work with him, but he's my homie, I'm like, bro, stop smoking weed on your fucking page.
Hey, Joe.
Why you doing stuff? Because they drug test. What are you doing?
And even with drinking, I don't even like see myself heavily. I don't even post myself excessively drinking. I'll have like a wine cup, or I'll have a glass, or I'm even taking shots on page. But I'm not gonna be the one. I am fucked up. I'm out there like I don't even post shit like that. Like you'll see like a little cup. I might take a picture of me pouring something like that, or me with a cup in my hair. But I don't even do
I
that.
be living in the moment. I don't be videotaping.
And that's another thing. I said that. When we went to Miami.
Mine has come down a lot, but I used to be
Because
having
it's
grand
like,
old
how
time.
are you living in the moment if you posting everything?
Yeah, I can't be like this.
If you
living
got a
like
video of
this.
me, that means you
So
took that
extra,
video. I didn't take it
I'm a
myself.
poster.
I try to take my pictures before I engage in whatever it is. Like if I'm going to a concert, I'm taking my picture before the concert
absolutely.
starts.
Yeah, because you don't want to start
And
sweating.
then-
Not during, absolutely.
I want to be able to like watch the actual show. Like people, and I used to do this. Like you be holding the fucking camera for like an hour, hour and a half. Like you're not actually like watching the
The
show.
No.
Like what
I don't know
like,
how
you
those
spend
people
all
be-
this money.
That's why I'm
for
going
this
to
shit.
concerts. Everybody filming everything. I'm there with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the audience with y'all.
I'm not
Have y'all
gonna
had a
if I want to feel the
coworker
vibe.
So
I feel
would
like
y'all
that.
do things
I
with like
love
like
it.
if
That's
y'all
what I'm saying.
so would y'all do like little outings with coworkers? Like not necessarily be your
Yes.
friend, but would y'all so if it's like lunch, so what's like the,
Yeah.
I guess what's your limit?
I've done it.
That
I
happy
work
hour.
Happy hour bowling. Yeah, like, why not?
We went to dinner because we were at a conference. It was 3 of us at a conference together, and we were like the only black people, like the managers. So
Yeah.
we had dinner like both of the days that we
Together,
were there.
yeah.
I'm actually really close to one of my coworkers. Like we like hang out always at my house. I'll be at her house.
See, that's my limit.
But it this happened
You
over
ain't
the
coming
years,
to
and
my
that's
house. Yeah,
probably
that's
my
true.
friend.
But you're not
Like
coming to my
I
house.
actually
Y'all
call
still
her
work
my
together?
friend. So she actually transitioned a couple months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Not to another job.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, you was talking about transition.
Oh my God.
You was talking about dying.
I thought you liked
Oh,
Yes.
Y'all gotta relax.
Mine killed her.
Transfer.
Y'all gotta
Like, when you
relax.
Yo, I
say
did
transfer.
too.
I'm sorry.
My
I said
heart
the
got
same
so
thing.
heavy. I was like,
Oh, you too? You thought
Yeah,
you?
I
We
was
all
like,
did, but you.
I'm on this side.
All right,
I don't know.
that was a bad choice of words. That was
It
fucking
wasn't. It was
hilarious.
fine.
So she
But I get it.
Transition. Oh my God.
But
I'm fucked up right
Is
now. I
that
told
not
y'all
what that
I'm
means?
fucked up right now, so I was like,
Is
oh.
that not what that means, though?
That's what
That's
I
what-
was
well,
saying.
people do say transition, but I also say transition onto another job.
Promotion, baby, promotion.
Or transfer.
Either way, she transferred,
Left.
transition, whatever you want to call
Left.
it.
Got a new job.
Got a new job.
Any of the things could have worked.
The
Yeah,
fact
but
that this nigga
transition.
said,
Triggered me.
Anything
Oh, God
else?
bless. Sorry for your love. Like,
I
It
was like,
triggered me like,
I'm like,
oh.
what? She ain't died.
Anything else? Like she left, she transferred, she got.
It felt like a
promotion.
transition to me. Maybe
She
that's why I
moved.
said.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I
But
was.
we're
so
sorry
confused
for
about-
your- we're sorry for
for
your
my
loss.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
wow.
No, but yeah, no, she moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, but we really close though. So I'm okay with that. But it's only one.
Yeah, I had a job where I was extremely close to people like that, where we did stuff like cookouts and we went out. One time we got real fucked up and shit like that. But that was like one of those, like when I was younger, like I was early
But I'm not
20s,
friends
maybe
with them
heading
no
to the
more.
mid 20s. But now in your 30s, it's like, ugh.
So let me tell y'all something. This is not a control. So the reason why I'm a little weird with, like, I have one friend, but I keep it like, 'cause I had one out one time, like a real short story. Went out with some coworkers one time, and coworkers that I trusted.
Okay.
And I had turned my back, and not that I left my drink, but somehow we were all around, and I got drugged.
Not they roofied you.
And I don't know if it was
Was it the
them, but
coworkers or
listen,
somebody
they-
else?
y'all, let me tell you, I don't know if it was them, but these coworkers, wasn't only that I got drugged, they allowed me. I ended up with some guy I didn't even know in his hotel room. This is real shit. Ended up with a guy in his hotel room, and when I woke up, I was so fucking confused. But I was like, why? My thing was, why would they let me go with him? They knew I didn't. This was at another job, not the job that I'm at now. This was like years ago. But I was like, why would they let me go with them? And these are people that I was busting it up with.
Yeah.
So certain things, so when I was like, so you know that turned into a big thing at work, of course. But it was
That's
good.
why you just never know. People be hating.
That's
Yeah,
why
and I felt that.
I don't have work friends.
But regular
Fuck
friends will
them.
do some shit like that too. Cause
Not mine.
No, I'm saying not
I'm
friends.
saying
not
mine.
I'm saying people that you think they're friends. I'm not saying that happened to me, but I've seen it where it's like, why would you let me go with this guy, or why would you let me go with this girl?
When I'm
Or I don't know them.
this
Why would you
good,
let me get in the
And
car?
y'all know
I
I
don't
don't
give
know
a
them, yeah.
fuck. Now, I will drop you in the
I don't
drop
do
of
that
the
with
hat.
my friends.
Like I don't play no
Yeah.
games like that. That's why I keep my circle really, really tight. Like and this is where we talked about level of friendships on whatever episode that was, and I kept saying that. I said that I literally I have people who are like close. That means they know everything. I can trust them. I don't even have to burp, and without worrying about if they want be there for me. But it's some people where it's just like you have to know the level to that. Because people, you can't trust everybody. Everybody that you consider a friend don't look at you in the same manner.
Yep.
And I started realizing that friendship is reciprocated.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like if you can already tell. Like you can get good sense. Like if you got good discernment, you gonna already tell that shit. That's why I don't call everybody a friend.
Yeah.
Especially not everybody a best friend. I don't call everybody a close friend.
Yeah.
They know who they are because they can feel that shit.
Right.
They know it.
That was a hard lesson.
That
But
shit
I'm
is
glad
I
moments
don't
like
play
that.
that shit. That
I'm
shit
glad-
is so
I'm glad
real.
you
I'm glad
okay.
moments like that
That's
test you.
crazy.
It was
do.
rough.
It
Because
do.
I like that because where I think, because
Did you
I may
cuss
have a
out?
different perception.
Oh, cussed out. I didn't get fired, but I did leave the job because I didn't like the way the boss handled it when I confronted it. Because I came to work flipping the fuck out. Like when I finally, it was weird. It was really more weird because I had a boyfriend at the time. I didn't show up to work the next day. Nobody hit me up. Nobody called me. Nobody said, "Are you okay?" So that shit was kind of weird to me. It was like, come on, y'all see me every day. We busted up. We're talking about personal
That is
issues.
fucked up.
Nobody thought to be like, yo, you good? You know what I mean? Like, I saw you go with Bull last night or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bitch, I don't just be doing that. So that was weird, But
And you're right, Dwayne. I really am sorry that happened to you because that is very fucked up. But you're right, Dwayne, to speak to your point, it is sometimes you got to go through the trial and error phase of some shit, and you got to go through it. You might have to just do it because you just never fucking know.
yeah, you
And I
cannot
felt
trust-
better
you
after
can't
that. Like,
trust
it was a
everybody.
fucked up situation, like, not
Yeah, it
as the
was.
level of you, and I apologize that happened. But it was not similar situation, but a situation where it was probably like on the verge of life or death situation, and these people that I thought I could trust, it wasn't that crazy. Like,
Could've been
I
worse.
overthink a lot of things. I'm like, yo, it could have went left, which means I'm not no longer fucking with you. Because it was light, but it could have went.
Yeah,
Wait,
way
It
worse.
could have went way worse.
So I'm done with y'all.
Yes,
What
that's
happened?
how I.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
What
how I
happened?
did it. That's exactly
It-
how I
Yeah,
did it.
I
It was
know how you
work
feel.
friends.
It was work friends, but it was something where death, jail, all that shit. Like, but it was to them. It was like, oh, I don't
No.
like. What the fuck? Like, why would you put me in a situation like that?
Yeah.
I don't know them. I don't like. I thought we was cool. Like, why would you abandon me?
Yes, and that's what it felt. Yup.
Like,
Yeah.
why would you abandon me? Who has my car? Where's my shit at? I gave you my keys so I wouldn't drive drunk, and now I don't have a car. Now I don't have. You mean like I'm stranded with people I don't know fucking know
That shit. Let me tell you something.
on a fucking run that I had no
That's the
idea
hardest
about. Like,
fucking part.
fuck are we
That's
doing?
The hardest thing.
Yeah.
It's because you just swear that you're so cool because you spend 40 hours or more a week with these people that you feel like, because that's more than half of us spend with our own actual friends, that people that we've known for
Yeah.
years. We spend 40 hours a week with.
But just because I'm in a space with you, don't mean I'm interacting with you. Like,
I
I'm in the
know,
office
right.
with you for 40 hours, but you don't know me and I don't
I
know
know you.
you.
That's how I am. I'm not even one of those people that go to work, but if y'all ever, I put pictures of stuff in my office up in the room. I don't have pictures of stuff on the wall and that, because I don't want nobody come up in
Me
my
either.
room and just start saying,
Me
who's
either.
this? Who's that? Who's that? People talk about their kids on the job. People talk
They
about their
do.
families on the job. I don't talk about nothing. I'm this way at the job. They be like, Maurice, what you got planned for the holiday weekend? Sleep.
I'm good with saying that.
I know
Sleep.
Because I like
They be
small talk, so I'm
nothing,
like,
no big plans.
nothing,
Yeah.
sleeping and
What part of
drinking.
sleep didn't you understand? I said
Nothing,
sleep.
so-
That's an event. Sleep.
Like sleep. Like you're not about to get up
Because
in me.
why am I
Like you're not
telling
about
you
to
all
care.
this?
Even
Get
for
me to
me,
talk.
I'm the person that fills out PTO and put personal. That's just how it's gonna be. I'm not explaining to you why I need my
you don't have
fucking
to.
PTO.
Absolutely.
Personal. That's why.
Agreed.
Whether if it's vacation, whether if I'm sick, whether if it's a family emergency, even that. Like my mom's best girlfriend died. I had to leave that day. I wasn't giving you no explanation, but except I gotta run out of here right now. I have an emergency, family emergency. I'm out. Like, we're not about to go in there, Maurice, how did it happen? What was going on? What's the It's none of your
That's
business.
annoying.
Because I don't feel like explaining it to you. You're going to get the fuck on my nerves. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm
Just
out.
keep me in your thoughts and prayers. God bless.
Thank you. I'm out.
That's it. I'm out of here. She
She
should.
Thank you, I'm out.
Yeah, she should. I don't get that limit. You ain't about to sit here and ask me all my business and stuff. I don't like that.
I'm pretty like
All right.
secretive.
Some people are very
I'm
warm.
a talker, so
Some
I'll
people,
tell you, I'll
yeah.
share certain things, you know.
My mom is
and
like
sitting
that
at the
too.
front desk is rough not to do, you know, the way where I sit is like,
But sometimes you gotta explain because I don't want you acting like it's regular.
Yeah.
Like I may have to say, yo, I got a definite family.
But my problem is that when you give people an inch, they take
They
them
do.
out.
I'll be
Because
right.
here's the problem. That question is going to open up the door to another question.
I don't want to
So
talk about it. That's all you gotta
But
say.
that's what I'm saying. But here's the problem. Then that goes to, well, what's wrong?
I'm
So
like,
I'm a very, very surface level person when it comes to my job. I'm there to do my 8 hours and go the fuck home. As far as I'm concerned, you don't need to know nothing about me. Unless there's some big health concern about me that's going to prevent me from doing my job.
So do you
Like,
wear,
that's the only thing that I need for y'all, that y'all need to know.
so do you wear your emotions on your sleeve?
No.
Like some
Absolutely
All right.
not.
So certain people wear their emotions
Oh,
on their sleeve.
absolutely
They're like,
not.
yo, something's wrong with you. I know something's wrong with you.
The
Not
only
yourself.
time I
That's
did that,
needed.
and this was in the
Right.
past.
So that's why,
because-
like, I'm gonna
listen,
give you a little bit, but I don't want to talk
It
about
did
it.
just happen. I will say that. Me, I finally got, after 2 years of working for my boss, me and him did have, I snapped on him. Because like I said, my mom's girlfriend passed away, like a good friend of all them years. And I was dealing with that internally because I didn't want to talk about it. So one day, something like, bad happened and I like literally just snapped at the drop of a hat. I was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's just how I said it. And he's just like, well, you don't get the chance to talk to me like that. And I said, you know what? Because I don't vocalize what I'm going through and I don't show it, then now I gotta apologize. I'm at the point of I'm at the stage of, oh, I'm sorry for flipping out. I got this death. And then that's when he replied and said, oh, I didn't know that she died. I'm so sorry. This, that, and the third, because I didn't talk about it. And I didn't want
See,
to
I
talk
know
about
I'm a flipper-outer, like
I'm
self-awareness.
flipper-outer.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
flipper-outer, so I'll let you know, yo, I'm not myself. Like a couple days, well, 2-year anniversary, my brother passed on a motorcycle. I told my friends, not friends, co-workers, but I told certain people, yo, if I'm different around this time, I don't expect y'all to remember this date, because I remember this date.
yeah,
But I'm letting you know around this time, or around the time my mom passed, early September, I'm cool. So anybody I care about, I'm reiterating to them, yo, this is how I'm going to
But
be.
here's another thing why I say that the way of why I don't say it. Because here's my job. Here's my problem. Yes, humans do go through human emotions and all of that, because this is the hard part of my job, because I had to send off letters telling people they have to come back from deaths and all of that. Like, it's your time. Like, your job is up in arms. So I know where I have to then become a little detached from my emotions. So that's a little bit of my problem too, because even though I might be going through it, I signed up to do the job.
That's it.
That's the problem.
That's
That's
it.
the only problem that I be having of why I don't always have to explain myself and why it's hard, because that's not your problem. You didn't say, in my offer letter, contingent upon your emotions, contingent upon your financial status, your family issues, all of that. No, you're expected to get a job done.
Yeah.
And that's how I go to my job. Regardless, like every day I get up and I get there and I do what I gotta do, that's my whole mindset, is to get this motherfucking job done, because this is what I was hired to do. None of my personal life is supposed to affect this motherfucking job.
All right, well,
That's why.
devil's advocate,
They
if that was
say
going on
that-
with you and your boss fired you because you lashed out.
That would be my fault then, Dwayne.
So you
Because
would take
I would have to
accountability
take
for that.
accountability for
Okay,
that. Because
okay.
here's the problem. I am expected to do a job. That's it. That's why I even tell the employees, you ain't gonna sit here and come, oh, my leg, oh, my arm, and all that. I get it. But this is the expectation of the job. That's why we tell you
Period.
about your personal time off and all of these things.
Mhm.
Don't sit up here and it's not our fault. So it's the hard thing.
So it's
I'm on the
accountability.
verge
As long
of
as it's there.
hiring,
yeah,
okay,
firing
okay,
like 3
okay.
people.
Yeah.
I'm on the verge of hiring 3 people. Because
Yeah.
they just keep saying, like, oh, but this happened. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
now, I just told somebody the other day, like, I don't care. I need you to come to work on time, and I need you to do your job.
Yep.
That's all I'm worried about.
Yep.
I don't care that, oh, your car broke down, you missed the bus, or you got a doctor's appointment. That's what you got PTO for. Do that. I literally told somebody, like, this specific day, you need to be here at X time. We have a grace period of maybe like 6 or 7 minutes. The next day he comes in at 8:45, supposed to be here at 8:30. And he's like, well, I thought you said we had a 7 minute. Just because I say you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
7
don't
minutes
break
don't
it.
mean
My
be
point is
here
that,
7 minutes late. And then it's past 7 minutes. is. That means you would have been here 8:37. It's 8:45. So the fact that you're taking advantage of the grace period, like now that's just indicative of like how much or how little you care about your job. Like,
because let me tell you why. I've had that before. You get cool with people, and you know how many people would text me in the morning like, "Oh, yo, can you look out for me? Can you do all that?"
Yes.
And let me tell you something. I will never get fired for you. This goes to anybody out there that's looking for a job. Don't ever come to me if you're thinking that you're gonna get my job. It's gonna be between my job and your job. I'm always gonna pick my motherfucking job. So that's just that. To everybody out there that's building relationships and friendships at your job, I'm not knocking you. I'm not saying there's any problem with it. Be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Be careful, because I mean, unfortunately, Vicky had an experience and Dwayne had an experience that didn't turn out the best. You know what I mean? So we just gotta be careful, be mindful. And we will see you next week when we are getting into Orange Flags. We are going to play a game. Charlie has a challenge at the end of that, and we are going to kill that. We'll see y'all. This is still season 6.
Charlie.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. We out.
So.
Have you ever made good friendships or relationships with someone or people you work with?
I have, and I left them right there on the job. Never took them home with me.
Have you ever made good friendships or relationships with someone or people you work with?
Yes, plenty of people. And I've had enough jobs, so I would know. But yes, I have.
Yes, I currently have one real good friendship from my last job, but I'm not that type of guy. Like, I don't like making friends with people I work with. When I leave, you're kind of like dead to me. But I have one real friendship.
No, like I never had that type of job. I don't know what type of job you have to have, but
Oh yeah, most definitely. Shout outs to my Chippendales cast, man. I love you boys. Miss y'all boys. I'll see y'all soon. So yeah, definitely.
yeah, I have.
Yes, I've had some dope coworkers.
Oh yeah, and I'm still friends with them to this day, even their kids.
Yeah, of course. You busted up on the job, water cooler talk. you go find people that you vibe with. Yo, you like wrestling? I like wrestling too. All right, cool. Yo, that was kind of drawing what they did. Yeah, that was drawing too. All right. And we're not talking about yes men. Because we know there are yes men at the job. People that just like to stir the pot. Just be like, oh yeah, such and such is. Yeah, I don't deal with all that. I pretty much think of myself. And I like good vibes and good energy. But I can say that you definitely can find good gems. Definitely in the workplace to vibe with.
Yes, one of my closest friends is my coworker.
Yes, some of my greatest friendships that I have today were made at a job that I had over 10 years ago, and they will forever be my dear friends. One thing I want to say about that is don't stick to that statement of no new friends, because you never know when somebody can come in your life to change, and you shouldn't close off that opportunity of not making new friends. So the new friends that I made, even though it was 10 years ago, if I would have had that mentality of no new friends, they wouldn't be in my life today.